What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Life of Cletus. Today, I am going to show you guys my entire Funko Pop Mighty Morphin Power Ranger collection. Oy. Alright, so I've been collecting Pops for about a year and a half, you can say to 2 years, and I have been full-blown addicted. And once you remember a television show, a movie, a past of your childhood, you 100% want to go out there and collect it. And that's exactly what I did with these Power Rangers, and it is a massive series. There's exclusives, there's cons, there's retired, there's vaulted, there's movies, there's Megazord, there's Dragonzords, there is morphing pops. So let's go talk about these guys briefly, and then I'm going to give you my overview if you guys should pick up these guys. Alright, starting out their first real series, you know, there was all the common guys. There was these guys on the bottom here. These were the Pops that we all wanted to get. These were the first time we get to see a Green Ranger, Yellow Ranger, and a Blue Ranger. We were all pumped up, excited. Can't wait to add them to the collection. They were really awesome. The only problem was that there was so many variants, which we're going to talk about next. They also came as... Later on, right afterwards, was the action posed Power Rangers. These guys were in great condition, in great shape. The one White Ranger particularly had that sword on him, which was really cool in that action pose. They looked like they were just morphed, and they wanted to put on a great show. One particular Pop is interesting out of all the Pops here in this group is the Black Power Ranger. For one particular reason, this Black Power Ranger got no love at all in the Funko Pop community ever. Like, there's only just him. This is the only Black Ranger you get. You get him morphing as well, but particularly this particular Ranger. And a little fun fact with him is he's missing a middle finger. He's from the first season, the black guy, I forget his name, but anyways, he's missing actually a middle finger. I recently found out, like real life, like he's straight up missing a middle finger. I wish they have done a metallic one of this or any other one. Please, we need a Black Ranger. Get to it. Alright, so still in 2016, we were able to get the action posed and metallic Funko Pops for the Mighty Morphin series. We got the Pink Ranger, the Red Ranger, we got Billy, we got Trinity, and we got a gold one. We got a gold one as well. These two particular Pops, you actually had to get them from a mystery box in December in 2016. We all went crazy at the time. I bought 22 boxes, and I got all Mega Man, and it was just the pink and the gray one. It was embarrassing. It sucked, but I got the same ones over and over. They fixed that issue, I think. I don't even know if they did or not. And also on the bottom, we got two Hot Topic exclusives in their metallic power action posed, and the Blue Ranger. The Blue Ranger is one of the ones that was a GameStop exclusive. He looked great. They looked so much better as metallics than just plain common Pops. I highly recommend these, and as you can see, we have not yet got a Black Ranger one. We need a Black Power Ranger to add to this collection. Next. Alright, next up is our movies. The Power Ranger movie came out in 2017. It was a great movie. A lot of the fans got re-hype on it. There's actually a second movie on its way. Now, these Pops look really good, and I almost thought when they first came out that this was a spoiler to 2-pack because it said morphing Zordon and Rita on there. So there was battle damage morphing Zordon and Rita, and you thought that was like, oh no, they spoiled it for us, but we find out that that's actually the opening scene of the film. The Pops got a different little new concept. As you can see, they have a different 2017 look compared to the old 1993 look, which was okay. It went with the movie. That's the thing they were going with. I understand that. They weren't trying to replicate anything but that particular movie. But with that series also came, right afterwards, was the morphing Power Rangers with the original sculpt, which looked awesome and great, and they look better outside the box than in the box, because as you can tell, I have so many of these guys that if I just put each one on each box, it makes it look that much better. We are missing a White Ranger one, but it's okay, and there's no Green Ranger as well. Maybe he didn't morph as much because he's a puss. Now, these guys right here, I highly recommend picking up the Morphing Power Rangers. The ones on the bottom are You can even go to Toys R Us right now and be able to pick up this this 2-pack. I highly recommend picking up the Morphin ones. The other ones, if you're a Power Ranger fan, pick them up. They really don't have any value at all, and you're better off, if you had to choose, go with the Morphing ones. All right, coming up next is the Dragonzord Power Ranger. We got the Green Ranger. We got a Toy Tokyo in 2016 metallic one, which looked pretty awesome. He is a 2016 Toy Tokyo exclusive limited edition, and we just got the glow in the dark, I don't know if he glows, I never even did anything with him, Green Power Ranger that was released in New York Comic Con, as well as a shared exclusive. On the bottom though, bam, the Dragonzord, New York Comic Con Dragonzord. This was just released recently. It was a $30 pop, and I highly recommend picking up this one as well. This particular pop, I would not pick up that one, but if you want to get a metallic one, add this one to your collection. Out of all the ones so far, you want to have like a, I don't know, if you're going to have a complete set, I'd rather have a complete set of the metallic ones, not the single glow-in-the-dark one, and the commons just suck. All right, next up, bam, 2 favorites. These guys are definitely ones that you want to add to your collection. Even if you add just a green Dragonzord, that's awesome, but these ones are the premier ones right now as of a pop 6-inch you want to get. They did a Hikari of the 6-inch of this Megazord, but it's not as cool as getting the pop itself. This pop right here is highly recommended for any of you Power Ranger fans. I'm glad that it got an exclusive sticker so that it would make it a little bit more valuable and a little bit harder to get, because I like the fight of getting a particular pop, just like this gold Dragonzord. You weren't just able to get this, you either had a canceled 2017 product that they moved on, no, 2016 that they messed up on at Toy Tokyo during San Diego Comic Con, that came all the way back to this particular one, and you were able to get this one no matter what. I know most people did. It was highly recommended, as well as this Megazord right here is a Toy Tokyo, and I 100% I like these 2 pops. I keep them in the box for a reason, because I enjoy these particular pops. All right, the ones that started it all, the ones you all been waiting for, come around, friends, family, kids, adults, grandpas, grandmas, we all know what Power Rangers are, and these were the ones from the Funko game that started it all. The red, the pink, and the white Rangers, and then there's this one, this glow-in-the-dark, don't know if it glows for 1 second, the Jason David Frank White Ranger. Most people know that I'm not a big Jason David Frank fan. Actually, I'm 0% of a fan, but I am a fan of the characters. When I get autographs and stuff like that, I want to get an autograph of the character, of not the actual person. I can care less if you have one MMA fight. But really, I really enjoyed collecting this particular line. If I would say right now in 2018, if you should go out there and collect these guys, I would pick them up for the $85 value. I don't know where they're going to go, but because they have the OG scope with the original, you know, that look and the old box, and because they're 2013, they look a little bit better than the other pops, especially the common ones. If I had to pick up any series, starting out with metallic ones, the Morphin ones, and I would pick up this set just for yourself. If you were going to add this set to yourself, I would drop all of them and just put these with the Morphing Power Rangers. So now let's go over and talk about my final thoughts. Let's go. All right, guys, you've seen the massive amount of Funko Pops for this line. It is ridiculous. It is insane. One of my theories when I first started collecting these Pops was simple. I wanted to go after these guys right here. This top 4 rows, these Pops were the ones that I was thinking, because there has been no pop since 2013 for Power Rangers that has been released, that when they started releasing the new common pops that are at the bottom, that I was going to be in pay dirt. I was gonna be awesome, it was gonna be great. So I went out there and I bought these 4 pops. I paid $200 a piece on them and $600 on this one. It cost me $1,200, and I thought that the hype was going to be real because of that factor. And man, was I wrong. I was wrong in massive ways in some points, but with this one particular, the glow-in-the-dark White Ranger, this pop right here, somebody was actually selling it on eBay multiple times around $200, and everybody kept asking to themselves, why is the White Ranger glow-in-the-dark 408 pieces always dropping in price? It was because of that guy who had negative feedback, who was posting over and over and over and over again. Even though he was negative feedback, he was actually dropping the market on that pop. Well, I have learned from that. Even till today, I still go on to see if a particular pop is dropping out of my top 10 or something. I go look and see what's going on with it, because this used to be a $600 and something pop. And I make sure that when I go on Pop Price Guide now and I see that there's a damaged pop, or a pop that's misdescription, or a pop that's sold for a ridiculously cheap price, I go out there and I write a report on it like I normally have always done. Make sure you guys do the same if you guys have a valued pop that is being sold under. So bam, that was that. Now, with the hype coming up for the Power Rangers, I thought, again, if I was going to go buy all these, that they would go up in value. Well, I was 100% wrong. I have noticed over the past 2 years, you can say, what was the trend for certain pops and why certain pops went up in price and which ones didn't go down. And I learned it from these. I learned it from these pops here because I had to make that technical mistake. I've learned that this age group and this market for these particular brand Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is not going to have a higher value market like Game of Thrones, Pop Rocks. Those guys, those market people, those demographics are people who have more money to spend, and they are bigger fans of those those series. If you have a Pop Rocks, you could see them going for thousands of dollars. Same as well as the Ned Stark. It's an adult show. People are entertained and everybody are watching those. This is a kid's show. This is a show that you watch as a kid and you most likely, like myself, never went back to watch. I did watch the movie, but it was just like, whatever, but you never went back and watched. So the actual market value for these will always stay at the prices they are, unfortunately. And another reasoning for that is because of so many variants that they have. As you can see, there was so many Yellow Rangers, Red Rangers, Pink Rangers, White Rangers. There's so many variety of them that what's the point? How are they ever going to go up? What I would love to see from Funko do in 2018 is make 2 pops. We need 2 pops. I would love to get a Zordon pop in his like canister. That would be great. They did do a little pint-sized hero of that, which everybody stole. When you go to the stores, you can see they're all open. Everybody just was like, where's the Zordon? They took it out. And I also would love to see Goldar. Goldar, you know, that like flying monkey guy. He was another great character. I remember him from season 1. He was an excellent character. So I hope you guys enjoyed this film, and I'll see you here next time. Oh, make sure you subscribe. And this video is brought to you by Swivel Tech Technologies. They are the only company out there right now with lightning fast charging with unbreakable, I mean unbreakable power charging cords for your phones, Android and iPhone. So go check them out. Their link is in the description, and I'll see you here next time on Life with Cletus. Boom, boom.